pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody's here tonight. Anybody have any public comment? Tom, Wayne, do you have anything to say? You may have a chance to look at the minutes from January's meeting. We have a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept.
We have a second.
I'll second.
Any questions? Minutes passed.
Well, see, he's right next to the Katrensek and they're in that, so what?
Any old business? You don't have any old business?
He's in the ag, security Carter's in the ag.
I need one of them.
I got two. New business.
Thank you.
No, new, oh, that's January. New business. Cover Bridge subdivision. That's just Apparently, this is a project that is more in Smith Township than in Mount Pleasant Township. They're subdividing some lots in South Smith Township, which is just, I guess, this formality that we have to look at it. So, does anybody want to look and see what they're doing?
So only the residual property will be in Mount Pleasant Township. Is that what you're saying?
That's the ball field.
Is that what's going on behind Pideras?
No. This is on the other road, Cover Bridge Road.
It's that little farm, this first farm on the right, if you're going off the water dam.
Past, under through the cover bridge.
We don't have to worry about anything on the septic side, right? They're not putting septic in Mount Pleasant Township or anything?
Correct.
Here's the township line. This is what's in Mount Pleasant.
Okay, this is the road. Okay. And where's the water then? This way?
Yeah, Sinking Bridge is
Cover
covered.
bridge is down here, okay. And they're gonna break this off,
Well, they're doing 3 lots.
3 lots.
Right. But that's a Smith Township, we have nothing to do with that. We don't have to do a motion or anything like that.
You can do a motion to recommend approval.
It's going to be in front of our,
Yeah, I mean, technically, it does go back in front of the
I'll make a motion that we send it forward to the supervisors, even though it has nothing to do with the subdivision portion, has nothing to do with us.
you want a second? Kathy's going to second it. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Southview Ball Field. This is a subdivision of the property that was donated to the township.
Yeah, so this is actually a township-driven application. The township has us had a subdivision plan, talking, filling the gaps here, but my understanding is it's always just been kind of a gentleman's handshake agreement. The ball field's there, it gets used, and no big deal. We wanted to formalize, the township wanted to formalize that the estate for the family that owns the property is going to generously actually donate it, agreed to, and this is actually all like a pre-closing, is to create the subdivision that will allow them to fulfill their donation. They wish to donate the ball field parcel, create a parcel that would kind of reflect, more or less where the existing conditions is, and the family wished to donate that into perpetuity to the township. And then that would be easy if you were just saying that, but as it turns out, when you look at the subdivision plan,
How do they do in filling out their forms and getting you the information that you needed?
the estate.
Yeah.
No,
That's wonderful. They're working with their attorneys, and actually, we had a title search done first, and then we've been working with the family and their trust attorneys. They had a title search done, authorized this, and then it got turned over to Sean, and as you see, The entire ball field and neighborhood, and it was, there was a paper neighborhood basically that was never really built. It was late, I don't know, what, 40s or something?
More than that, it's 100+ years ago, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
So the punchline of the plan really is it creates a parcel, best fit around where the ball field is. It consolidates the rest for the family that owns the estate here. Gets rid of all the paper streets. And Second Street that serves, there's like 4 built upon 5 total lots. They're kind of floating as an island in the middle. Those aren't part of the overall parcel. The right-of-way actually doesn't continue all the way through. So this plan formalizes that right-of-way for Second Street through here. There isn't a right-of-way here now. It creates this to memorialize their access and access to the...
When you come up past the ball field, you're driving by here, and then these folks have this corner house, and you have these here. So like Sean said, they're kind of fleshed out the
Yes. but that's
legal lines for the Second Street, and took it all the way to the end. There's a 5th lot that's not, there's no house on there now, but if a future person ever did, then they would have full frontage.
Are they building restroom facilities on this property?
Man, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, is there
Did they have a no-build clause
Yes.
on the subdivision if they don't?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask to see if it had a septic permit.
Yeah, no septic right now. I mean, in the future for the township, who knows? But right now, there's no plans to do this. This is just creating property lines to
We just want to make sure they know they can't build right until they go through the sewage system.
follow the rules.
Figure out,
This is where you come off the main drag.
Yeah.
This is the
I
ball
know,
field.
I was trying to get it in my head, the location.
All the setbacks and everything, right?
Forget about the Google Maps, they don't go up second. They stop. You can't get back here on the clicker.
Oh, I did it over there.
Is this the ball-
I drove up actually.
Is this the ball field that the Little League or Pony League Association was contesting? Because this is the one that's replacing this one. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So, it's all in words, what you're telling us. I make a motion that we accept it through the planning commission and pass it on.
Thank you.
I'll second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now we have to do Mr. John Baker wants to go in the ag security area through the state and the county. It's a formality, I guess, just to go over this, and Tom can say a little bit about that if he wants to.
It is, yeah, and as you know, there's an Ag Security Act. We have a number of properties in the township that have been in it. I handed out a handout that shows our current map with the probably a couple dozen or so properties that are already in it. The last update we did was in 2017. These property owners, and if you have at least 250 acres or you're contiguous to others and you're actively farming, there are certain advantages that folks as agricultural property owners wish to be in the ag security zone. It's an optional procedure to go through, and we do submit them to the planning commission, the county planning commission. And mainly, when you look at the guidelines, the comments are actually for proposed additions or subtractions. That's when folks are maybe trying to create one that may have parts or all or more of an area, not really germane to a specific application. So it gives some protections against what would be called nuisance ordinances that would be onerous to farming, certain regulations that require certain extra steps to be taken if the government wanted to exercise eminent domain on that property. And once you're in the program, it's optional every 7 years. Once you're in, you have to stay for 7 years, but you do have the right to depart after that.
Now, you were saying something like nuisance ordinances, what type of, is that? I mean, if he has this piece of property, the township can't use its ordinances, if he's gonna do something that's...
It's consistent with the kind of case law that I think you folks are familiar with that protects farming interests when non-farmers are accusing what are really routine farming, usual farming activities as being nuisancy. It gives extra, I guess, weight to those same sorts of protections that really you already have when you're farming in Pennsylvania under the Agri Act and just otherwise. And I think that you have some eligibility for, there's some loan programs for farm equipment that apparently you have eligibility for interest rate on loans and things of that nature.
Well, if down the road they want to sell their place into farmland preservation, they have to be in an ag security or they can't do that.
Yeah, that's the first step.
Anybody have any questions?
And whether that's a precursor to that here or not,
How come you're not in it, Kathy? You are? Didn't see your name on there. How'd I miss it? How'd I miss
Are
your
you
name
in
on
the
there?
ag-
And my family, so I know.
Oh,
I'm not, no, I'm not.
oh,
in
okay,
an
you're
ag
not.
area.
I didn't think I saw your name on the list. Okay.
Any
Here's the
questions?
thing, is this, how up to date is this list? Because like you said, after 7 years, people can just bounce out.
no, well, you may, and actually it's kind of deemed approval, deemed continuance. For example, if you didn't, you don't have to take action on these as a township, we do just because we're an agricultural community, it's nice to put it out there. And actually this may invite others. In the course of the year, they may look into it and say, hey, I'd like to jump into it. But it's all magic, everything's set, and everything's deemed. So if we can act on this would actually be deemed approved in 180 days. We will have a public hearing and have them, once you get in, after that 7 years passes, if you want to stay in, no action's required. I mean, everybody that's on this list already, and as it turns out, coincidentally, last time we did one was 7 years ago because it was 2017. The map I handed out on the list is from 2017. So it actually times well with our usual.
That's when Dave,
This will time well with our usual updating anyway. It fits right in.
yeah, according to your map, that's when Dave McPeak went in.
Yep. Yeah, there was 3 that went in at the end of that year.
No, he's subdividing. He's going to subdivide.
You can subdivide it.
Well, I'm just saying, he can subdivide part of his farm now too. If it's been 7 years, he may be off on it, you know. Now, does the gas well have any influence on this, or does it make any difference?
No, because I don't think oil and gas operations aren't
They
inconsistent
don't
with
have eminent
agricultural
domain
use.
capability anyway, so no.
And oil and gas operations aren't largely considered to be inconsistent with an agricultural use of your property.
Anybody want to make a motion?
Well, I've done the last 3, so I'll do this one too. I make a motion that we approve the ag security thing and send it on to the supervisor.
I'll second it. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the 2 gentlemen, or 3 gentlemen?
I noticed. In 2016, okay, we did,
We've got a motion for,
I make the motion to adjourn, sir.
no second?
what?
You second him to German?
No, I was just, I thought looking at this list,
Okay.
I didn't bring my hearing aid, so you may have talked about this, but like,
Well, we made a motion to adjourn. Can you second it?
oh, okay.
There.
Motion made and carried. But me-
Well, I was just looking at this thing that Ernie Calusi, his farm, I thought we zoned that industrial, or they're on 519.
Okay, me either.
Well, that's why I was saying earlier, actually, he's got a motion on the board. Let's act on the motion, and then I'll tell you what I think about that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.